Albacore tuna, also known as white tuna, scientific name, Thunus alalunga, is one of the most important tuna species in the world. This fish is famous for its soft white meat, delicate flavor and high nutritional value, which is popular in the food and processing industry. Size and weight: albacore tuna has an average length of 90 to 140 centimeters and weighs about 20 to 40 kilograms. They have a long body, small scales, and characteristic long pectoral fins, which help them move flexibly in the water. Habitat: this fish lives mainly in tropical and temperate waters throughout the oceans such as the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. They often live in waters from 100 to 600 meters deep. Biological characteristics: albacore tuna is a fast swimmer, active in large schools, especially during the migration season for spawning. Nutritional value: contains omega-3 fatty acids. Albacore tuna is rich in omega-3, which helps support heart health, reduce inflammation, and enhance brain function. High in protein: this is a rich source of protein, ideal for those looking to build muscle or maintain overall health. Low in saturated fat: despite its low fat content, albacore tuna still ensures to provide energy and essential nutrients. Canned: albacore tuna is often processed into canned tuna products, which are popular in salads, sandwiches, or pasta dishes. Freshly prepared: albacore tuna meat is used in sashimi, sushi, or grilled dishes. Thanks to its bright white color and mild flavor, albacore tuna is one of the most exploited fish species. However, due to pressure from the commercial fishing industry, this fish resource in some areas is showing signs of decline. To protect this fish species, international organizations have encouraged the use of sustainable fishing methods and marine environmental conservation. Conclusion: albacore tuna is not only a nutritious food source but also has important significance for the global fisheries industry. The sustainable exploitation and use of this fish species will help maintain the balance of marine ecology as well as meet the increasing demand of humans. Albacore tuna trolling is a popular method of catching albacore tuna, also known as white tuna, using the technique of pulling long lines with artificial bait or live bait to attract and catch fish. This method is often applied in the fisheries industry and is also an interesting recreational fishing activity at sea. Operating principle: trolling is the technique of pulling bait on the water surface or at different depths when the boat moves. The bait is designed to resemble natural prey, small fish, squid, to stimulate albacore fish to attack. Fishing rod: use sturdy fishing rods, suitable for large fish. Fishing line: durable, high-strength fishing line, often used in combination with lead wire or deep diving equipment to adjust the depth. Bait: colorful artificial bait, simulating the movement of baitfish. Live bait such as anchovies, squid, or herring are also used. Boat speed: the ideal speed when trolling is about 5 to 8 knots, depending on sea conditions and the hunting habits of albacore. Advantages of trolling when catching albacore: albacore tuna often move in large schools in deep and offshore waters, so trolling allows for large catches in a short time. Less impact on the environment. Compared to methods such as bottom trawling, trolling causes less damage to non-target species and seabed ecosystems. Good fish quality: the fish are pulled up immediately after being caught, ensuring fresh meat, suitable for high-end processing industries such as sashimi, sushi. Albacore tuna trolling process: fully equipped with fishing lines, fishing rods, bait and positioning equipment. Use sonar or radar equipment to locate the tuna school. Drop bait and start pulling. Drop multiple fishing lines at the same time with bait at different depths to optimize the chance of catching fish. When the fish is hooked, use a winch or hand pull to bring the fish onto the boat. Fish preservation: fish are processed immediately after being caught and stored in cold storage to maintain freshness. Weather fluctuations: the open sea often has unstable weather, making trolling difficult. Decreased fish stocks: overfishing can lead to a decline in the number of albacore fish. Apply sustainable fishing. Limit the number and size of fish caught. Using modern technology, improved sonar equipment to detect fish schools more accurately. Applications and roles. Industry. Albacore tuna trolling plays an important role in providing high-quality fish for food processing such as canned tuna, sashimi and sushi. Recreational activities. As a popular fishing sport, it brings a unique experience and connects people with the sea. Albacore tuna trolling is not only an effective and sustainable fishing method, but also a symbol of the bond between humans and the ocean. Proper application of this method will contribute to maintaining aquatic resources and developing the sustainable fisheries industry. How to albacore tuna trolling on the Northeast Pacific. Trolling for albacore tuna in the Northeast Pacific is a popular and effective method for catching these migratory fish. The region, known for its nutrient-rich waters, provides an ideal environment for albacore tuna, especially during the summer and early fall months. Below is a step-by-step guide to trolling for albacore tuna in this area. Migration. Albacore tuna migrate along the Northeast Pacific, typically found between California and the Pacific Northwest. Water temperature. They prefer water temperatures ranging from 58 degrees Fahrenheit to 64 degrees Fahrenheit, 14.5 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius. Depth. Albacore often stays at depths of 20 to 100 feet, depending on bait availability and water conditions. Boat setup. A well-maintained fishing boat equipped for offshore fishing is essential. Sonar and GPS for locating schools of tuna and monitoring water temperature. Reels. Conventional or trolling reels with a high line capacity, 500 yards or more. Line. Braided line, 50 to 80 pounds test, with fluorocarbon leaders for better invisibility. Lures. Feather jigs, cedar plugs, and diving lures in colors like pink, blue, and white mimic small fish like anchovies and sardines. Outriggers. Use outriggers to spread lines and avoid tangling. Diving boards or weights. Keep lures at the preferred depth of the tuna. Fish finders and sonar are critical tools for detecting schools of albacore. Look for temperature breaks, current lines, and bait concentrations, as these often indicate tuna presence. Watch for seabird activity, such as gulls and shearwaters diving into the water, as this indicates baitfish schools that attract tuna. Pay attention to surface splashes or boils, a sign of feeding tuna. Troll at 5 to 7 knots. Adjust speed slightly if the fish isn't biting. Run lures at varying distances, 20 to 100 feet behind the boat, and depths to increase the chance of attracting fish. Use flat, closer lines to the boat and weighted lines for deeper trolling. Use 4 to 6 lines with a staggered spread to cover more water. Ensure proper spacing to prevent tangling. Troll across or along temperature breaks and bait concentrations. When a fish strikes, let it run momentarily before setting the hook. Maintain steady tension and avoid slack in the line. Use a gaff or net to bring the tuna aboard. Be cautious, as tuna are strong and may thrash when brought to the boat. Immediately bleed the fish by making a small incision near the gills. Place the fish on ice to preserve its quality, especially if intended for sashimi or other fresh preparations. Best season. July to September is peak season for albacore in the Northeast Pacific. Off the coasts of Washington, Oregon, and Northern California, focus on areas around offshore banks, canyons, and seamounts. Always carry essential safety equipment, including life jackets, EPIRB, and flares. Monitor weather conditions carefully, as offshore waters can change quickly. Check local fishing regulations and permits required for albacore tuna fishing. Follow size and bag limits to ensure sustainable fishing practices. Conclusion. Trolling for albacore tuna in the Northeast Pacific is an exciting and rewarding experience that requires proper preparation and techniques. By understanding the fish's behavior, using the right gear, and following effective trolling strategies, anglers can enjoy a successful fishing trip while contributing to sustainable fishing practices. To enhance your success rate while trolling for albacore tuna, Consider these advanced strategies if you find albacore tuna reluctant to take lures. Switch to live bait such as anchovies, sardines, or small mackerel. Live bait often triggers a more aggressive feeding response. Method: keep live bait in a well-aerated bait tank. Rig the bait on circle hooks for better hookup ratios and less damage to the fish. Chum: to attract tuna, release small amounts of cut bait or ground up fish into the water to attract tuna to the boat. Do this occasionally while trolling or when slowing down near a potentia. Creates a scent trail that can draw in tuna from a distance. Switch to jigging. If trolling doesn't yield results but sonar shows tuna below, try vertical jigging. Use metal jigs or heavy spoons dropped to the detected depth. Rapidly jerk the jig upward while reeling to mimic a fleeing baitfish. Adapt to conditions. Adjust trolling speed and lure depth based on water clarity, current, and weather. In rough seas, use heaviest lures to maintain the correct depth. Behavioral observation. If albacore tuna are feeding aggressively on the surface, focus on using surface lures like poppers. Experiment with colors and patterns. Change lure colors based on water conditions. Bright colors, pink, orange, for murky water. Natural colors, blue, silver, for clear water. Rotate lures with different designs, feathers, plugs, spoons, to see what attracts bites. To ensure the long-term health of albacore tuna populations, adhere to sustainable fishing guidelines. Release undersized fish. Let smaller or juvenile fish go to support population replenishment. Avoid overfishing. Limit your catch to personal or commercial quotas. Use selective gear. Use gear that minimizes bycatch, such as circle hooks. Go with experienced anglers or hire a local charter for guidance in unfamiliar waters. Albacore tuna fishing can be hit or miss. Keep trolling and adjusting techniques until you locate the fish. 12. Preparing albacore tuna after the catch. To fully enjoy the fruits of your labor, prepare albacore tuna for consumption. Use a sharp fillet knife to cleanly separate the meat from the bone. Cooking. Albacore tuna is versatile and can be grilled, seared, canned, or eaten raw as sashimi or poke. Storage. If not consumed immediately, vacuum seal the fillets and freeze them to maintain quality. Renowned for consistent albacore tuna runs during the summer, San Diego offshore waters, California, offers a rich albacore tuna fishery with a long trolling season. Grays Harbor, Washington, known for large schools of albacore tuna closer to shore. Learning the basics, understand how to set up trolling gear and adjust lures. Practice knot tying. Ensure strong and reliable knots for big game fish. Stay flexible. Be ready to switch techniques based on conditions and fish behavior. Trolling for albacore tuna in the Northeast Pacific is both challenging and rewarding, offering anglers a chance to test their skills and enjoy the thrill of big game fishing. By following these guidelines and staying adaptable to conditions, you can maximize your chances of landing these prized fish while respecting the environment and maintaining sustainable practices. Understanding the seasonal patterns of albacore tuna in the Northeast Pacific can significantly improve your success rate. These insights help you plan trips during peak times and adapt strategies to changing conditions. This is prime season for albacore tuna trolling. Tuna migrate closer to the shore, particularly off the coasts of California, Oregon, and Washington. Surface trolling is highly effective as tuna actively feed near temperature breaks. Use brightly colored lures to mimic baitfish in clear summer waters. Fall, September to November. Tuna begins moving offshore as water temperatures cool. They form larger schools, which can be located farther from the coast. Use deeper trolling setups with diving lures or weighted lines. Slow down trolling speed slightly to adapt to cooler water conditions. Winter, December to February. Tuna migrates to warmer waters farther south or deeper into the ocean. Fishing opportunities in the Northeast Pacific are limited. Switch to other regions or fishing methods, such as targeting deep water species. Tuna began their migration back north, but they are often scattered. Water temperatures start to rise, signaling the return of baitfish schools. Focus on transitional zones, such as seamounts or underwater canyons. Use a combination of trolling and chumming to locate and attract scattered tuna. Fishing for albacore tuna often requires venturing into offshore waters, where conditions can be unpredictable. Here's how to stay safe. Check marine weather forecasts before heading out. Inform someone about your trip details, including your expected return time. Ensure your boat is seaworthy and equipped with essential safety gear, EPIRB. Life jackets, flares, VHF radio. Carry extra fuel, water, and supplies in case of unexpected delays. Monitor conditions. Be prepared to turn back if the weather deteriorates. Use radar and GPS to navigate safely, especially in low visibility. Being part of a fishing community or club can offer several advantages. Learn from experienced anglers who are familiar with local albacore tuna fishing spots and techniques. Work together to locate schools of tuna by sharing sonar data and observations. Enjoy the camaraderie of like-minded fishing enthusiasts. 18. Economic and ecological importance. Trolling for albacore tuna in the Northeast Pacific is not just a recreational activity but also has significant economic and ecological implications. Albacore tuna is a valuable export product, particularly in the canned tuna industry. Charter fishing operations contribute to local economies by attracting anglers from around the world. Albacore tuna are apex predators that play a critical role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. Using selective fishing methods like trolling minimizes bycatch and ensures long-term fishery health. 19. Handling and processing tips for top quality after landing albacore tuna. Proper handling is crucial to preserve the quality of the meat. Immediately bleed the tuna by cutting the gills or making a lateral incision near the tail. This removes excess blood and improves flavor. Place the fish in an ice slurry or a refrigerated hold to quickly lower its core temperature. Gut and clean the tuna as soon as possible to maintain freshness. For sashimi-grade tuna, vacuum seal and freeze the fillets to preserve texture and flavor. After a successful trolling trip, enjoy your catch with these simple and delicious recipes. Marinate the tuna in olive oil, garlic, lemon juice, and herbs for 30 minutes. Grill over medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes per side, leaving the center slightly pink. Cube raw tuna and toss with soy sauce, sesame oil, and green onions. Serve over steamed rice with avocado, cucumber, and seaweed salad. Season tuna steaks with salt and pepper. Sear in a hot skillet for 1 to 2 minutes per side for a rare, tender finish. Trolling for albacore tuna in the Northeast Pacific combines adventure, skill, and the satisfaction of catching one of the ocean's most prized fish. By preparing thoroughly, adapting to conditions, and prioritizing safety and sustainability, you can make your fishing trips both successful and memorable.